Praise YHWH, and praise YHWH, Beit Num Sofit YHWH. Yahweh ben Yahweh. The Tefillah, the Lord's Prayer in Hebrew. Avanu, Sabat Samayim, Yikardesh Shemeraka, Tavomaku, Teasa, Hazel Razonka, Kesavanman Kain Baretz, Elaku Kakanu, Tamlanu Hayon, O Slaklanu, Oko Tevanu, Gimo Shosokim, Gamanaknu, Lako Tehimlanu, Vel Tevanu, Leda Nisayon, Kim Kasanu, Memara, Kilaka, Hamamlaha, Theo Givara, Theo Teferet, Leolame, Selah. I am Yaakov ben El Shabak Yahweh, living parallel of Jacob in the Bible, Genesis 32 and 30. Genesis to Malachi is a multiverse time now. It is the story of the so-called Black American in New Jerusalem, USA. Jerusalem, Jerusalem. Today we're going to do some Bible reading and common sense teaching. So the question is why? Why would I choose destruction? Why would I choose to be on the losing end of Yahweh's wrath? So we're going to start with Psalms 83 and 4. We're going to start with Psalms 83 and 4. Psalms 83 and 4. You see here? They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of true Israel may no longer be in remembrance." Psalms 83 and 4. They have said, "Come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of true YISRAEL may no longer be in remembrance." Now, if you know that, then you know the rest of these scriptures and prophecies in the Bible. You're aware of this already. You know this already. So you know what the end result is. If you know who true Israel is, and you know what people they are, and you know you have cut them off or tried to cut them off, then you're fighting a losing battle, because the rest of prophecy says that Yahweh is going to restore his chosen people and put them on top. Why would I, who had 6,000 years to rule, would say I choose destruction instead of life? Because there is a way out of this, even for the children of Cain. Yes, in fact, Yahweh has given them an out. Salaki. So we're going to go to Genesis, I believe it is. Genesis 22 and 18. We're going to go to Genesis 22 and 18. Let us see. "And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed." Okay. "And in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed, because thou hast obeyed my voice." So all of the other nations are blessed through true Israel. So common sense is a virtue. What do you have to do? You have to treat true Israel, the children of Yahweh, the so-called Black American, and the descendants of the transatlantic slave trade, like the kings and queens that they are. You got to give up rulership. Fighting against it is not going to work. So why would I choose destruction just because I don't want to give rulership up? It is a death sentence. Trying to hide in bunkers and in the mountains, you can't hide from Yahweh. On the day of the Lord, Yahweh is going to send earthquakes. He's going to send hurricanes, typhoons, tsunamis. He is going to put a hurting on the earth, and none of your military, none of your technology, none of your fighting soldiers, none of your bombs, your planes is going to be able to help you. In fact, he's going to force you to bomb yourself and fight each other. You can see that going on with Russia fighting Ukraine and Israel against Iran. Russia and Ukraine seems to be in an unlimited, endless war right now. So I'm going to take you to Isaiah 14, 1 and 2. Now, knowing that the leaders of nations and corporation and the children of Cain, they know this information already. So if I know what the end result is, I'm trying to survive. I am not trying to die. But that's ultimately what they're choosing to do. If you really use common sense, it makes no sense. They know these scriptures. So we're going to go to Isaiah 14, 1 and 2. Isaiah 14, 1 and 2. For the Lord YHWH will have mercy on Jacob and will yet choose Yisrael, true Israel, and set them in their own land. And the strangers shall be joined with them, and they shall cleave to the house of Jacob. And the people shall take them and bring them to their place. And the house of YISRAEL shall possess them in the land of the Lord for servants and handmaidens. And they shall take them captives, who captives they were, and they shall rule over their oppressor. So this is telling you that Yahweh has made his choice, and he is going to choose the righteous, the excellency of Jacob, and bring them back into power. And since you know this already, you know how prophecy is going to end, you know these scriptures, there's only one logical way out, and that's to choose to be blessed through true YISRAEL and the children of Yahweh, and stop trying to fight against them. It doesn't make any sense. I'm going to choose life. I'm not going to choose death. So we're going to continue right along through scriptures. This isn't anything you haven't seen before. So we're going to go to Revelations 13 and 10. I've been here several times. You've seen it several times. Here we are. He that leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity. He that killeth by the sword must be killed by the sword. Here's the patience and faith of the saints, the children of YHWH, true Israel, the so-called Black American. Whether you want to believe it or not. So these scriptures are telling you exactly what's going to happen, but you're still fighting against it. It does not make any difference if you didn't own no slaves. Yahweh punishes generationally. It said, he who leadeth into captivity shall go into captivity, period. He who killeth by the sword, just killing his chosen people out of anger and hatred, that's what's going to happen to you and your children. This is in the Bible. So when the leaders of nations and corporations and the children of Cain say, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, so that the name of true Israel will no longer be in remembrance to anybody. So guess what? That means they know the rest of these scriptures and the rest of these prophecies. You're on the losing end. There's no way you're going to make it out alive. So right now, you have the children of Yahweh who are mad and who are angry, who are crying up for all their oppression. We're in Jacob's trouble. The angry black man and black woman trope, it comes directly from the fact that you have people like our community who has built this country, and everybody else is getting something but them. If you have been living under a rock, it would be the only way you don't know that they're just flying people from other nationalities and nations into this country and just rolling out the red carpet, giving them money, giving them programs, housing, cars. They're doing this to psychologically and spiritually break you. They're doing this in your face. If you don't know, this is a deliberate attempt to disrespect you, to mentally and physically and psychologically and spiritually break you down, then you're blind as a bat, like my grandmother would say. It's quite obvious. They're going out of their way to put in your face that we're helping every other nationality on the planet Earth who comes here, legally or illegally, more than they're helping you. You know, I just have a question for those in the dominant society who are losing out on their sovereignty and losing out on their resources. Their leaders are destroying their sovereignty just because they're trying to destroy us. I don't know if the average person knows that out there. It's not from our community. So I'm talking about the so-called white man, the so-called white woman, who has the intellect to understand this. Your government and your leaders are eradicating your sovereignty, destroying your resources to give to other nations just to slight us. Is that something you want? Or are you going to go along with that? And if you watch mainstream media and social media, you see a lot of people are not liking the fact that this place is being flooded with illegals from all nationalities. It's not about race. From every group on the planet Earth is being flooded here illegally. So reading these prophecies in these scriptures, why would I choose death? Why would I choose to fight against Yahweh? He's made his choice already. You cannot present yourselves in the place of us. And those who have drunk from the cup of Babylon, people who come here and jump on the bandwagon of hatred towards us, you're going to suffer the same fate. You see that all around the world, that all nations are joining in on the oppression and the marginalization of our people. Hiding in bunkers, trying to go into outer space, making hotels under the earth. You're not going to hide from Yahweh. As a matter of fact, you're going to ask the mountains to fall on you because you're hiding from his face. You're going to see his face that is blacker than coal, and you're going to know that you have a problem. These are just facts. It's not about race. It's about studying the Bible. So this is a message for the leaders of the world. There is a way out of this. And the way out of this is to recognize true Israel, the children of Yahweh, and treat them like kings and queens that they are. Uphold them. Don't destroy them. Respect them. Don't disrespect them. Approach them with kindness and sincerity, not with vigor and backlash. This is the citizens of Yahweh Media. Shabbat Shalom Aleichem. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Hallelujah, Yahweh. Ben Yahweh. Selah.